subscribe. He ain't ready. Jermell Charlo, whatever he calls himself, because I get confused with these two brothers, Jamal, the guy who's a champion at 154. He ain't ready. You think he's ready for Jarrett Hurd? Do you? Jarrett Hurd is a unified champion. IBF, WBA, IBO, super welterweight champion of the world. And then you got Charlo, who got what? One belt? What is he, the WBC super welterweight champion of the world? Or is he the WBO? I don't even remember. A lot of people think it's easy work for Charlo. Oh, he's just going to go in here and easily outbox and win every single round against Jarrett Hurd. Now, homie, you see, Jarrett Hurd was a better talent than Charlo. Straight up. Better talent. Matter of fact, I would actually pick Jarrett Hurd to beat Jermell Charlo, because I saw John Jackson, a guy who's nowhere near as talented as Jarrett Hurd. I saw John Jackson outbox Jermell Charlo. I saw that live. What was it, 2 years ago now? I saw him outboxing the Charlo before he got lucky and he landed that punch that hurt John Jackson. But had that fight keep going the way it was playing out, trust me, homie, he would have lost that fight. He would have lost to that, mediocre fighter by the name of John Jackson. Now, when it comes to Jarrett Hurd is the same size as Jermell Charlo. I don't care what anybody says. I consider Jarrett Hurd the number one super welterweight in the planet, because he's the guy with the 3 belts. He's the guy who just beat the man. For the longest time, Jarrett Hurd was the man at 154. And he just got his will broken by Jarrett Hurd. So in order for me to consider Jermell Charlo as the number one, because a lot of you fanboys, a lot of you Charlo fanboys, you consider the guy as the number one guy in the division, and he hasn't even fought the number one guy in the division. You do the same thing with the other Charlo, who's at middleweight. At 154, people saying Charlo, he the number one 154 pound fighter, but he hasn't fought Jarrett Hurd and he hasn't fought Jarrett Hurd. They'd say a lot of Charlo fanboys also say that Jermell Charlo is the best middleweight. Like, the fuck? The best middleweight? The best middleweight? How the hell is Jermell Charlo the best middleweight? Did he beat Gennady Golovkin? Did he beat Canelo Alvarez? Fuck, did he beat Danny Jacobs? Did he beat Billy Joe Sanders? No. He didn't beat Billy Joe Sanders. He did not beat Danny Jacobs. He did not beat Canelo Alvarez. He did not beat Gennady Golovkin. He did not beat any top tier. He didn't even beat David Lemieux. He did not beat any top tier middleweight. But already you got some fanboys acting like he the number one middleweight. He the Don. He the king. And nobody can fuck with him. But it's like, homie, the thing about boxing is, I don't care how talented the fighter looks. He has to put in the work. He has to put in the work. I don't care how talented he looks. Put in the work. Beat the top dudes. Beat the top dudes. And I'll give you your credit. I'll give you your respect. Alright? I'm not saying that Jermell Charlo can't beat Danny Jacobs, Jarrett Hurd, Billy Joe Sanders, Gennady Golovkin, or Canelo Alvarez. I think he has a really high chance of beating any of those guys. But what I am saying is, I'm not going to be kissing his ass and acting like he's the number one middleweight when he hasn't fought no top middleweight. And the same thing goes for Jermell Charlo or Jermell Charlo. I get confused with these dudes, man. Twins and shit. But listen, he has to beat Jarrett Hurd. Again, I'm not saying he can't beat him. He should beat him because he has the better talent. But I think it's going to be more difficult than people think. Jarrett Hurd is a underrated fighter. People think he's just a one-dimensional guy who comes forward. Yes, but he has this amazing ability to take punching, a fighter's best punching power, combinations, whatever. He has a great chin, basically, grounded chin. And he has this amazing ability to put pressure on a fighter for 12 rounds. Jarrett Hurd doesn't let you breathe. He doesn't let you breathe, homie. Like, he just doesn't let you breathe. He doesn't let you breathe because he's all up in your grill for, like, the majority of the fight. He's all up in your grill. So, I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think. Again, Jermell Charlo, or Lions Only, or Future Charlo, whatever they, Future of Boxing. They got so many nicknames for themselves. Again, if he wants me to consider him the number one at 154, you gotta get past Jarrett Hurd, my dude. You gotta get past him, and definitely the other Charlo who's fighting at 160. If he wants me to consider him a top talent, my dude, you better be fighting Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, Danny Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Subscribes. Peace. Bye.